The station signals that we can engage the drive at our discretion.
Hey, let's do it with some style. Show those bastards.
Engage inversion drive.
What happened?
J-ship, report.
Negative contact.
They're gone.
Destroyed?
There's no debris.
That's unfortunate. Find out what happened and quickly. I'll be in my office. Call me if you find out anything immediately.
Yes, sir, will do. Ensign, get Wisp moving right now.
Computer on.
Computer on. Artificial personality interface active.
Ah, and how are you this fine evening, my dear?
All diagnoses show green status.
Amy, take a memo. To interface programmers. Add polite small talk to Amy's conversational database. End of memo.
Memo sent. Ready.
Dr. Beffrin is trying to determine the fate of the Mirage. I'd like you to monitor his progress for me.
Ready.
And have Dr. Jenkins sent for immediately.
Dr. Jenkins is on Omega Station monitoring the Superion project.
Very well. Have him sent for as soon as he gets back. And the same for Captain West.
Orders recorded.
Computer off.
Oh, Director Murrow, what a pleasant surprise.
Yes. With the disappearance of the Mirage, it's more important than ever that we get the Superion project finished as quickly as possible.
Yes, I understand. That is why I'm here on Omega Station, supervising her completion. I'll have her ready for you whenever you give the word, and I'm sure that we won't have another tragedy like that of the Mirage.
So you figured out what happened to the Mirage, then?
Not exactly, sir. I'm just sure the Superions put together correctly, since I supervised the drive installation myself.
And Beffrin oversaw the Mirage. Is that your point?
No, of course not, sir.
Just meant that... Never mind. It's not important. So, do you have any ideas what did happen?
No, I was monitoring the test feed from Delta Station. Seems as though their MDM testing devices went crazy just as the test started. Blew out a whole bank of their monitors. So I'm afraid I missed the whole thing. Though I saw a replay on SNN, they seem to be showing it frontwards, backwards, even in slow motion for over the past hour.
I see. Well, thank you for the update.
Of course, sir. And I'll have the Superion ready for you whenever you need it.
I'm certain. Computer on.
How are you today, sir?
I'm just fine. How are you?
And how are the wife and kids?
You know I'm not married, Amy.
I'm sure you'll find that special someone someday.
Computer, take a memo. To interface programmers. Modify Amy's conversational database to include brevity. End memo.
Memo sent, sir. Did you notice the wonderful weather that we're having today?
Computer, disable small talk module until my memo has been acted upon.
Ready.
Ah, it's much better. See what you can find out about the trouble that they were having over on Omega Station during the Mirage test.
Working. Data retrieval will take some time.
Inform me when you're done.
Director Moreau, some interesting news.
Your report?
Well, it seems the tip you gave us on Omega Station was a hot one, sir. It seems that they were having the same problem at the same time as the Delta Station.
I'm not in the habit of sharing trivia, Dr. Beffron.
Of course, sir. We knew something was going on when we found the problem developed at the same precise moment as when the Mirage's engines were engaged. When we found that the problem persisted for as long as the scheduled test was, we knew something was up.
The Delta Station supplied the MDM devices that the Mirage uses, didn't it?
Well, yes, the MDM were in fact a very recent development of their computer group there. In fact, they were still in active development, sir. In fact, it was a MDM scanner that seems to be the center of the problem.
I know. That's why I brought the matter to your attention.
The scanners in question seem to be the ones that probe other space, is the term the researchers over there are using.
So they sense the activation of the Mirage's drive?
Yes, as you recall, the doppelganger version of the drive, which is what was on the Mirage, had the MDM devices installed. So when the drive was activated, the sensors picked it up and...
Yes.
The signal was a lot stronger than it should have been, and Delta Station is a long way from the test range. There was an initial spike, and then a long, continuous trailing off.
So they're probably alive.
Well, yes, probably, but we just don't know where.
Well, we all seem to have survived intact. Fields, give me a ship's status report.
Yes. All decks reporting green. No injuries and no damage.
Well, looks like we'll live through this after all.
Captain? Yes, Katrina. Computers indicate we're not where we're supposed to be.
Okay then, where are we?
I'm not sure. The computer's working on it, but it doesn't seem to be too happy about the prospects.
I don't care if it's depressed about having a space wreck canceled. Get me an answer.
It's not as simple as that, Captain. It can't seem to match the star field outside to anything in its data bank.
So we survived the trip just to die in the middle of who knows where with a malfunctioning computer. Great plan.
I'm sure they'll remember to rescue us. Eventually.
Captain, the computer does not seem to be malfunctioning. All of the diagnostics show clear. I do have an idea.
What do you mean?
Well, there are several MDM sensors on the station that can pick up the Mirage.
Yes.
And by triangulation, we can track it to its point of departure.
So if you can track them, you can tell where they ended up.
It's not that easy.
Why not?
We'll take a look at this display. There are several sensors at different points along the station. We can use them to track the Mirage to its point of departure.
Yes.
But the farther the Mirage gets from us, the increasingly accurate our measurements have to be in order to accurately track the Mirage.
So you're saying the sensors weren't designed for this in the first place?
Exactly. In the future, I will mount sensors on asteroids, on other stations, anywhere I can.
That's all very good, but can you tell me where they are now?
The computers are working. They're refining our estimates.
Yes. Can you tell me about where they are now?
They're about 163 light years in that direction.